we're going to be bringing our plywood view over into our CNC router program to lay out these pieces. So there's a few things that we need to do before we bring them over. And the first thing I'm going to do is make a copy of this. So I have one that is all saved like this. And then I'm going to have one that's ready for my CNC router. So I'm going to go save as, and I'm going to put plywood view CNC router. So we have a new view that I can get rid of the excess. So I'm going to come through and I'm actually going to delete all of these dimensions because we want it as simplified as possible when we bring over the pieces. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. I'm going to erase all of the dimensions and labelings, and I just want the raw pieces. And I'm actually going to erase this stuff and just have pieces of wood. So I don't want any of this extra material on here. And if we zoom in and take a look, there's a connecting line right here. I don't want that on there. And there's still a labeling. I'm not going to be able to get rid of that without zooming in. There we go. So I want all of my pieces not connected with a space in between. So now I'm going to move down to this next sheet. And I'm going to come in and erase all of the stuff on this as well. Where my pieces line up on the edge of the plywood, I'm going to come in and delete that little piece there. That's a joint. And then I'm going to erase the extra plywood. I'm just going to go around and make sure all of this, I guess I can hit this stuff while I'm here. And we're going to erase this. All right, on this sheet, I've gone through and erased all my connecting lines and the sheet around there that outlays that. And so I'm going to move down to my next sheet now. And again, we're going to come through and delete all these dimensions and labels because the machine doesn't need to have that information. I don't want it to bring in more stuff than it needs to because then it's going to get confused on the details. And then I just got to zoom in and take care of these connecting lines with one there, one there. Okay, I think that's all of my connecting lines. Now we need to save this document, and I'm going to file save as, and we need to save it as an older model. So I've got cabinet making 2 example plans in there. Maybe you want to put your name on there as well, so you can find them easier on the flash drive or whatever you're bringing it over to. So Mr. Mills plywood view CNC router, and I'm right down here where it says SketchUp in this drop down menu. I'm going to pick 2016. Our CAD-CAM program that we're using will not import the newer file. So I'm going to choose 2016 and I'm going to save that as that file and I'm going to hit save. Now it's saved it somewhere on my computer and we're going to plug in the flash drive and we're going to move that file over so that we can bring it to our CNC router computer.